Hey, good morning. Day after Thanksgiving week of activities, of having to show up, of having to look good, smell good, of having to take care of the dogs and not be home much, to keep the house looking good even though nobody's stopping by. Of being disappointed you see certain people and going, ooh, when you see other people. Of wishing things were different. Wishing like things are the way they used to be. Yeah, holidays hold a lot. A lot. That's why I think people spend so much money on holidays. They represent a lot. This thing is heavy. I think it's a real bone. It's disgusting to me, but not as bad as some of those other smelly ones that it gets from someone else in this house. What did you say? What are you going to do about it? I need to put some moisturizer on. I washed my face and didn't snap to it. Yep. You'll see people, it's like holidays are this magic vessel. Big black hole that people get sucked up into, and they will spend money they don't have to impress people who, if you have to spend money on them, aren't worth impressing. It's not worth the money. Oh, it's so sad. It really is sad. I have spent too much money in a relationship or two, not realizing that that wasn't my place. I was supposed to be the queen, not the king. So that cost me some money. It cost me some pride and time. Are you okay? So be aware of holidays. Be aware of holidays. Holidays are like quicksand. Before you know it, you're all sucked in. Be careful. You know, one of the nicest things that I've done for myself is to reflect on what the holidays mean to me now. When I was a kid, they meant nothing to me. We didn't celebrate them. As far as I knew, it was usually another day of Crazy Town that was cranked up because certain family members forced themselves to get together and overdrank. So there was, insane. And then I went through a phase where I felt sorry for myself deeply every holiday because mine wasn't like everybody else's. That's what I thought anyway. And then there was my drunken holidays, where it was my excuse to show my buttocks. Because if you were me, you'd be drunk too. If you had my mom, or if you were brought up the way I was, you'd be drinking too. I was really used to it, right? But with or without alcohol, let's think about it. What are some of us using holidays for something? Using holidays at someone? Juicy topic. Whew. For some of us who've been there, done that, gone up and down and in and out of some of those slippery places, I can tell you, we could tell some stories. Talk about drama. So today, as an adult who is practicing, you know what, I use that to wash my face, but I don't want to get these wet because I don't want them rusting. I know they have a film on them, but I think that's so cute. So I gotta put on some makeup. I don't want to scare the children, the neighbors, in case the house sets on fire and we have to run. I gotta have makeup on so they'll pick me up. Then we'll just throw me back in. Can you hear that whine? Why does he do that? He knows I don't like it. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, so the deal is we get to pick what we do with our holidays. And I think it's interesting when I got it. I love working with people who don't listen, have never really listened to what they're saying. Stuff comes out of their mouth that they just habitually say. Like, I can't, or I never, or I always, or I couldn't, right? Words that make it sound like they're being held hostage. They have no control. They have absolutely no choice. And so to help people understand that they do have a choice and not choosing to do something different is making a choice. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. But if I didn't do this, or if I did do that, it would hurt them, or they'd think I didn't love them. Really? Come on. How could that possibly be true? If I don't take them to Disney World every year, or this year, or if I don't spend all this money on all these groceries and cook all these foods and wear myself out to a bone, nobody will think I love them. Really? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. I think they might be disappointed. They might love on you a little more. Or are you trying to avoid attention on yourself and the deeper meaning of the situation, the holiday, the event, whatever? See, if you do all of this stuff, all this drama, spend all this money, have all this activity, then how easy it is to overlook the person and how they feel and what they're going through, right? So if I spend a whole lot of money or get drunk and make a whole lot of scene, or take you to an exciting place, oh, the whole family, everybody come, you bring a friend, then well, maybe, baby, I just want to use something a little different today. Maybe it's avoidance. Maybe it has nothing to do with the holiday. Maybe it has to do with you getting through the holiday the best way you know how. What do you think of that? That could be it. I'm gonna slather it on today. So I just find that interesting. I find it very interesting. I know that's what it's been for me. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that once in a while, people do change and improve, but it's usually not unless they're in pain or scared. That's the truth. People rarely have the wisdom to change or improve things when things are going well and easy. They just don't. Why? I don't know. But it's been that way since Socrates. That's the truth. I remember that was one of the first things I learned when I was looking into philosophy. I was trying to figure out, why is my life such a mess? My God. How do I change it? Gosh. What's the deal? And so I went to this seminar conference, and it introduced me to philosophy, and that's how I got introduced to the Stoics as well. It was a slow process, but I kept thinking I was supposed to be this, I was supposed to be that. And one of the quotes was, the world doesn't need someone important or another savior. It needs people who have come alive. How about that? It needs people who have come alive. I think it was something like that. I'm going to have to Google it. And then I also... Did I put too much moisturizer on? I don't know. Just dab some of it off. How about that? So, anyway, that's when I started reading a little more. I thought, well, that's meant so much to me. I had it on posters because I wanted to do work that I loved. And I had a lady who had a shop next to mine who said that her mom or her aunt taught her, always do work you love. And when you quit loving it, find something else you love. It's your life. Now that's interesting. I never forgot that. Yeah, well, you may have heard of that. That may have made sense to you, but I grew up as a child basically alone. And when I wasn't alone, I was embarrassed and humiliated. And I was expected to act like an adult with very little training. It was intuitive. So I have learned throughout the years, I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people out there. They may not have grown up exactly like me, but close enough for rock and roll, baby. Close enough for rock and roll. You don't have to have the exact same events happen in your life to feel like you can relate to someone. It's the feelings and the emotions of aloneness, of frustration, of fear. When you think, when I lived out in the country most of my childhood, and I would stay up really late because I knew enough of the bars and I had enough intuition that something could happen And would I be ready for it? Oh, this might have to be a part 2. I hear the house moving around. So I would lose sleep.
That sure looks like yard work clothes.
I'm not stepping outside this house today.
Well, I gotta drop those checks from yesterday off at the bank.
Okay.
And that'd be it. So I got one.
I'm gonna have fun organizing closets.
Honey, do not get in my closet.
Maybe.
What?
Nothing. Maybe. Yeah, we started a new regimen a few months ago, and it seems to be kicking in. I don't know, but my life is so much more peaceful than ever. I mean, it's not great, but I'm grateful. I'm gonna name this brush something. Sally Mae. No, because that reminds me of my student loans that are still unpaid. Got some more to do. I was just racking up that money. Get another degree. It'll be all right. You can pay it back. Dang, I had no idea how immature I was being about money. I had no idea. But, oh well, it's in my name. I'm chipping away. But I'm paying the smallest amount. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. It's true. I did not expect or hope for my student loans to be destroyed. I did not. I was shocked and offended that that was even a thing, because some of us make mistakes. So should someone else pay for our mistakes? Well, I don't know. I think if you're going to be doling out money for the sex lives of frogs, maybe. I don't know. Oh, don't get me started. I'm just saying, don't make excuses. Don't make dumb excuses over and over and over again for doing something silly and then expect to be bailed out. It's not fair. And it's not spiritual. It's kind of a crappy way to live. Blaming other people and expecting other people to bail you out. It's just, especially if it's not necessary. That FOSFA has all these programs where you pay as you go, you pay as you earn, and if you have a bunch of write-offs, well, use the same program all the other rich people are using. You don't have to be rich to use those programs. Just use them. Yeesh. You don't have to be perfect in this life. You just have to be trying a little bit. All right, I got sidetracked. Who cares? Yeah. He's been sneaking in while I'm on video, and he's getting curious. So I imagine he's going to find me on YouTube, and my ass will be grass. And I need to respect him as far as our relationship. I probably talk about him way too much. I'm sorry. At first, I was going to never talk about him. And then it was like, you know what? I have clients who may be watching this, and I want you to know that life doesn't have to be perfect. What it does have to be is you deciding if it's what you want or if you're going to pretend that you're being held hostage. I have decided I am not being held hostage. I have decided to stay and take care of my spouse because things got good enough. Right? And I can afford therapy, and I can afford shopping therapy. A little bit, a lot. But I have a good life. I have a beautiful little cozy home. Not beautiful, but it's cozy. It's cozy for me. I like it. Got the most. I've had beautiful sofas before. I mean, beautiful sofas that I'm very proud of. La di da. But I haven't ever had one this comfortable, and it's ugly. It is to me. I don't care. If you have one, I'm sorry. I apologize. I have one. But it's the most unattractive sofa I've ever owned. And it is hard to decorate with it. Sorry. That's just the truth. I'm not getting this just right over here. I'm still getting used to this liquid eyeshadow. I like it. I just have to get used to it. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to do some Temu. If you're here for the Temu, advance forward. Because I still have makeup to put on. And also, if you're new, I come and go. If I get caught up, if the video stops abruptly, that's because I got interrupted. And I had to go. Okay, when he comes, I'm going to slide this over in front of the phone so he doesn't see it. Okay. Like that. Getting back to work?
I'm gonna put some warmer clothes on.
Guess what I went looking for last night?
What?
Pringles.
Oh, we don't have any.
No kidding? Uh-huh. He's got a sense of humor recently. Just a little. You can't push it too far, but I love a little giggle once in a while.
We've got, I don't know, a dozen in there.
Where? You're...
In the box I just set down.
Oh, you just got a box?
No, it was in here.
You're keeping your snack
Well, I mean, I was,
snack stash?
no, it was pretty much out.
What? Let me see.
I just took it and put it back in the shelf,
Oh,
but it was sitting right here.
really? Well, you were. This was after you had already gone to bed.
Hey, look at these. They tell me these are yours.
Oh, these have been mine for a long time.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think they were yours when we first met,
Right,
and then I took them over.
no problem.
Yeah.
I just looked at him, I said, I know I've gained a lot of weight, but
Oh no. No, you were right about that.
what?
That they were not yours.
Okay.
Not that you gained weight. No, you haven't. Getting a little peek into my social life. Okay. So I'm going to let you go for now, and I'm going to pick this up with the Temu haul. I'm going to finish this. Okay.